god, look at this. How do I choose one? Look how these are oxidizing. It got so dark. Hi everyone! If you don't know me yet, my name is Ingrida and welcome to my channel. You can see that my face has zero foundation or anything on. I mean, my eyes are done, but apart from that, hello there! So this video, as you probably already seen from the title, we're gonna be choosing the foundation. I actually got requested to do this video quite a lot. So this video gonna be a total beginner's guide. If you're struggling to choose a foundation, I think this video probably gonna help you. I really do hope it's gonna help you. Alright, so what we're gonna start from. Before you go to the shop and start looking for the foundations, what I would strongly recommend for you is to find out what skin type you have. Or you have an oily skin, or you have dry skin, combination skin, or normal skin. If you don't know what any of these terms are. So oily skin, you're gonna have like a shyness, like a dewiness during the day, like you would apply your makeup and it will look matte and nice, and then during the day it would tend to get like oily around this area and the nose and a T-zone. So it means you have an oily skin, and having the oily skin usually have your pores pronounced more than any other skin type because the skin is oily and your pores are bigger. So this is me. Hello there. Another skin type, the dry skin, if you don't know that you have dry skin. So dry skin usually tends to get a bit of dry flakes on it, if that makes sense, and a bit of a tingliness in your skin. If you wash your face, it kind of feels like, is drying. I don't even know how to explain, but, and you might have a little like skin flakes and patches on, but means you have a dry skin. And another skin type is a normal skin. So say you find out what skin type your skin is and you went to a shop to check for that foundation. Before doing that, I would strongly recommend for you to find out what skin tone you are. Some skin colors has like a pinkish undertone to it. Your skin might be darker and you might be more tanned, but you're still gonna have like a pinkish tone to it, or a peachy tone to it, which is kind of orangey, or a orangey tone or neutral tone. Most of the time, my skin tone, as you can see, is more of a orangey neutral tone. So I would be looking for that kind of foundations. I don't know if that makes any sense. So say you went to a shop looking for a foundation, you know your skin type, you know your undertone color, whatever is pinkish or orangey, like beige more kinda. Mine is more beige kinda, not a pinkish one. I'm pretty sure if you look at your hand in here, you would see what your skin undertone is. So another thing, what you want to do, you want to match your foundation to your body, not to your face color. So say me, I have a rosacea, so I don't want a foundation that has pinkish undertone and will match my face color perfectly. I want foundation that will match the rest of my body. Make sense? Because loads of people do mistake by getting a foundation that matches the face color, but it doesn't match the rest of the body, because usually your face is or lighter because you more in the shade, even if you tan, or more, well, pinkish like mine is, although my rest of my body is more of a, beige undertone. So that's another big reason to check before you buy. Another thing when you're buying a foundation is to check the color of it, obviously to match your body, but don't go and check, some people do on the face or do on the hand in here. It's not gonna work. The closest that you can get probably is if you would apply on this area in here, is this a little bit lighter, although it matches your body. And I would strongly want to recommend to pick a foundation in a shop and go, because in a shop lights are, artificial lights, and they usually creates a shadow the way they placed, so you don't really see the actual tone of the foundation. So I would strongly recommend, if you're brave enough, to add a few dots of the different foundations and just step out of the shop for like a minute, to the actual daylight, and then see on the mirror which one matches your body the most. Or if you're not brave enough to put few dots in here, and go out of the shop and then once again check in the mirror which one would match the most on the daylight, because it's so different. Plus, another thing why I would recommend for you to wait with a foundation instead of buying straight on, loads of foundations tends to oxidize. If I say oxidize, I mean they tend to get darker when you apply it on, well, the outer package. For example, the Urban Decay, the all-nighter foundation, it tends to oxidize a lot. It looks lighter, if I would press like this, but if I would keep on a hand for longer, it will get darker. So this is another great tip from me, but don't go buying straight on like this foundation, because it's most likely won't match your skin color. color. Another great thing is, if you're buying foundation in a winter month, probably your skin tone is slightly bit lighter because there's not that much sun. Plus, you're not gonna be showing off your body much. So I would strongly recommend to match your foundation with your neck and décolleté color. The way you would wear clothes, because like people can't really see the rest of your body. So if you would match your face, for example, my neck is usually lighter than my décolleté and my face. So if I would match my foundation with a décolleté, which no one can see in the winter, if I would just wear sweaters and people can see my wrist and like neck, so then my face would look too dark with that foundation. But if I am like now when it's warmer and I can wear t-shirts and like smaller tops, then I'm thinking to match my foundation with this area, so there's no like funny looking, although you can drag obviously foundation a bit and blend into the neck, so it's all gonna match. But for summertime I would recommend match with this area. For winter, more likely to match with your neck and this part, because this is a part where people are gonna see, they're not gonna see the rest of your body. It might look a bit funny, it might actually properly match with the rest of your body, but no one will see it, so they think like, oh, her neck is so white and her face is so dark. That happened to me, I promise I'm talking from experience. So this is another great tip for me. Another thing, so say you already found your foundation, you matched, you wait for it to check if it oxidizes, your skin type, your undertone, and you got a foundation. Another important thing is to moisturize your skin, no matter if it's oily or dry or combination or normal, as it will help to ease the foundation application, as your skin will be nice and soft. Another thing that some makeup artists use but some not, I would strongly recommend to use it, is to pick up the primer. So when choosing a primers, what you're looking for, say I have an oily skin, so usually with oily skin the pores are more pronounced, which is my case, so I'm looking for something that would say pore, with pores, that would pore eraser or pore filler or shine killer. That means it's gonna help to prevent that oiliness and greasiness on the face and help keep the oil away. Or the skin perfecting, so that means it's gonna help with the pores and all, which the main thing that I'm looking. If you're looking for more of a like dewy glow looking makeup and your skin is dry, I would recommend to go for primers that gives you that says glowy or radiant or any of those words in a primer. Then this is a primer you are looking for. Or if you're going to have some pictures taken or photography and you want that like airbrushed look, I would say go for like a photo ready one or HD primer, because that won't reflect the light. And talking about the foundations, if you are thinking that you're gonna have some flash photography done, choose a foundation that wouldn't have any SPF on. Like this one has SPF 15, but it means it's more likely to reflect the flashlight and kind of look whiter on a pictures than in actual life, because it's just gonna reflect that flash off. So this is the main things. And then obviously another important thing is a setting powder, but I think before that I'm gonna apply the foundation. So today I'm gonna go with the NYX Angel Veil, the Skin Perfecting Primer. So because your skin, try to choose a foundation that would be made for your skin. Say I have oily skin, so I'm looking for anything that would say, long wear and like mattifying. So this one, for example, by Urban Decay Online Test says full coverage, matte finish, oil free. So this is the main points that I'm looking for, that would say matte finish, or mattifying. If you have an oily skin, that's your main points, or full coverage, because usually if you have an oily skin, you have an acne breakouts or rosacea, big pores, and so on. If you have a dry skin, I would recommend to go for something that is more dewy. For example, I did a review actually on this Makeup Revolution Fast Base Stick Foundation. For more like a liquidy ones or foundation drops would work as a magic for you if you have a dry skin, or if you have a normal skin, you can use any foundation. But I would say go for something like a true match, super blendable foundation. So looking for those main points when you're buying foundation, because you know your skin type, you know your undertone. So I think for my foundation today, I'm gonna maybe mix few in one. I'm gonna take a Revlon combination oily skin foundation in 220 and mix together with 240. So you can use, brush to apply your foundation, or you can use your fingers if you wish. I like the silly sponge actually, although I didn't like it at first. I like to apply it and then I like to blend with a beauty blender. After you have your foundation on, if you have a dry skin and you thinking of contouring, I would strongly recommend to contour with a cream contour kit. And if you have a oily skin like I do, I would recommend to set the powder in first and then contour with a powder. And if you have a dry skin, after you do all that, instead of setting powder, because you still want your foundation to sit nicely all day, I would recommend to go in with a finishing sprays rather than powders, or press a powder just in the areas that you think your foundation rubs off the fastest or doesn't stay the best all day long. So usually it's your forehead or chin or nose, so maybe just powder these areas and then set that foundation with a setting spray. My setting sprays are the matte finish and oil control sprays because I have oily skin, so I tend to get these ones. If you have a dry skin, just get an ordinary setting spray and that would work. Because I have oily skin, I'm gonna go with setting powder. So once again, when I'm getting a setting powder, I am checking usually that it would say, mattifying powder, or HD Studio Photogenic powder, the one that wouldn't reflect any light. And when I tend to choose setting powders, I choose most of the time the translucent powders, as those are, the best. I think it matches any skin tone and doesn't change the color of your foundation. So I'm gonna go this time with this e.l.f. Perfect Finish HD powder in clear, so translucent. You can see I'm really loving this powder. It has a puff as well, or you can press with a puff gently in the places where you get oily the most, or you feel like your foundation rub off the most, or just go in with a finishing brush. So I'm gonna go with this, and I'm just gently pressing it on. So the next thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna contour a little bit. As I said, if you have a dry skin, I would recommend to do a cream contour. If you have an oily skin, I would recommend to do a powder contour. But you can do both if you're up to it. So I'm just using Naked Flash Native. And just a finishing touch, the setting spray, one by NYX. And that's it, that's the end of this video. I really hope you guys find this video helpful. If so, don't forget to press the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of it and what should I film next and talk next about. And yeah, I'll go wait to share more videos with you guys, and I'll see you very, very soon. So thanks so much for watching, and bye! Ciao!